the September TWT. I'm a bit preoccupied this morning. Some incidents that happened, and yeah, Ram and all. If you just keep silent, it'll be good for all of us. Okay, so I'm a bit preoccupied. So number one, don't ask me what the preoccupation is about, but a little bit preoccupied. But would like to start this meeting with both welcoming and introducing our new resource mobilization director, Vishal Chawla. Vishal is. Can you see Vishal here?
No,
You can't.
stand up on that thing.
Vishal, you want to stand next to me? No, he's fine, but they are not fine. But anyway, I hope all of you have at least seen him, if not shaken hands with him, or if not shared your life story and his life story with each other. But I'm sure you'll have huge opportunities in the coming days and weeks to meet with Vishal and befriend him. It's good to have Vishal as a friend because ultimately he is going to be responsible for continue to bring all the monies that are coming in, as well as enlarge our both our influence, as well as start getting even more double, triple the monies that we have, and we have some phenomenally great plans in the next 3 years, which you know about. And to talk about Vishal, I must say that confession, which I confessed before our chair as well, that I know Vishal from my past because we were colleagues at Coca-Cola Company a long time ago now. After which he joined his career with a terrible company called Pepsi Cola Company, and then he joined Coke. He was a general manager, one of the young, bright general managers that we had in Coke. After that, he joined a retail chain which was set up in India and was launched with a lot of fanfare. People from South India would know this, but they had stores in North India as well. It is called Subiksha. Heard of Subiksha? So he was a senior vice president with Subiksha, and after which a very tiny little company from the US called Walmart hired him as their vice president and director for store operations. By the way, Walmart is the world's largest company in terms of turnover. What is it, about $400 billion? $460 billion is the turnover of Walmart. So that was, I mean, he was vice president of operations there. After which he got into this entrepreneurial, the entrepreneurial bug hit him or bit him, and he started, along with another colleague from Coke, they started an outfit which is actually 2-3 places away from, not very far from here, and he has grown that business substantially before deciding to come back to the, not come back, come to the social sector. So that is him, and it's I would say that it's a rather impressive CV that we have, and an impressive person, and I know him personally, and we are going to, and Vishal said, what is this? We are going to triple our business in next couple of years. Yes? He's saying that I'm putting words in his mouth, but yeah, but that's a plan, and of course I must same time acknowledge and appreciate. And you know that I took, how much time we took after Irwin left. How much time did we take? It's almost a year since Irwin probably made that that horrible announcement to me one day in Mumbai when we were traveling by an auto, and I fell off the auto when he told me that news. And it took about more than a year because Irwin had done something fantastic with Save the Children in raising the fundraising from almost nowhere, because he set it up and hired all the best people. By the way, Vishal thinks that you're all smart people in his team. All of them all the people whom he has met, he thinks you are smart. So I hope we'll prove that. And you know that in the last 1 year, I must also acknowledge that in the 1 year when Irwin was away, or at least from January, people who have been holding fort, they have held it very well. And we haven't lost any significant amounts. In fact, money has only grown this year. So does that mean that we could, we could do without Irwin? No, the fact is that Irwin did build up a good team and good systems in place, and we have somebody. So, and I was very certain, and this was one area, one place we wouldn't have. I mean, I wouldn't have gotten the wrong person to be heading this. That's why it took time. So we had the right person, and for this right great job of heading the fundraising for Save the Children India. Yeah. So he'll be coming around and meeting all of you, which different departments. He's already into induction. He'll be visiting fields. He'll be going to Mumbai soon, then to Bangalore, then to Chennai, I guess, then come back, and then to other fields, etc. So he's going to have a busy schedule in the next few months. Okay, so that is that, and it's been a pretty busy month, September. You know that last week and this week, UNGA, that is the United Nations General Assembly, has been happening. You saw our Prime Minister having that great photo opportunity with Zuckerberg and people, and we were also there. Save the Children was also making waves in New York. Had several opportunities, site meetings, etc., to push our agenda and our agenda of the aligning with the Sustainable Development Goals. You know that MDGs are closing down this year, and it is paving way to the next 15 years of SDGs. And Save the Children has made its presence really felt in New York, and we have from India. You know that Vidisha is there right now. I don't know if she's leaving today. So Vidisha is there, and the various ministry, especially the health ministry, people whom they have been in touch with, whom we have been in touch with here, as well as in New York. Mr. C.K. Mishra actually went around to our youth group who has gone from here as a part of the larger youth group. So he met with Anu Yara. You know Anu Yara? Am I pronouncing her name right? Anvara. But Anvara, I know Anvara because I met her. Anvara, I met her last year or year before when she went to Brussels and she came back here. She's one of our girls, actually in one of our work field areas near West Bengal. In West Bengal near Calcutta. I have met with her. In fact, she was in college. She must be 18 years old now. She was one of our children, and she has done some wonderful work in and around her villages, especially against, she herself was trafficked once, and then she got reunited with her family because of our work, and she's been doing exactly the same thing, spreading those messages in and around her villages, be it child marriage, child trafficking, etc. So now she has got we have been pushing her, and she's got a global platform. She was even mentioned by Malala immediately after she got a Nobel Prize in Malala's own website and her own publication. I think her work was written about. So she's getting some profile. And she's also become, I think, the state representative, the government representative for children of some sort like that. Is that correct?
She's been awarded by the Ministry of Women and Child.
She's been awarded by the Ministry of Women and Child from West Bengal. So that's good. What we would really like to create is that several Anvaras across the country, not just one, several Anvaras who could take up the case of children and who could be a better advocate than children themselves for their case. And if we can do that, I think our journey ahead would be exciting, wonderful, and it would be useful. And there were also several uh, campaign uh, moments climaxing at New York on the 25th or 20, on the 24th, uh, on the 24th in New York, and India also took part. Some of you went to the show in Uranaquilla, and we also had in several states that took part and finally culminated in New York. So India did participate in that effectively. Um Again, uh, 2 weeks back, the Reckitt Benckiser board was here. The large program we do with Reckitt. What is a large program? Not people from RM or from program. What do we do with RB? Do you know this company called RB, by the way? Reckitt Benckiser. What do they make? What is the biggest product? Dettol. Dettol, right? And many people think that Dettol is an Indian product because it's been there for years and years and years, and it's one of the uh, largest companies in the product range that they make. Of course, they have competition in Unilever and P&G and so on. But it's a very strong company, makes humongous amount of profits, and gives a lot of money to save the children. They have given $35 million pounds, uh, across the three countries of India, Nigeria, and Pakistan, where they are doing a Stop Diarrhea campaign. So their global CEO, incidentally, is an Indian called Rakesh Kapoor. And the Indian CEO is also a Kapoor, but no relation, Nitish Kapoor. And the global board members were here. And those global board itself is such a impressive board. They have several other CEOs who sit on that board. So they were all here, and we took them one afternoon to where was that place in Delhi? Govindpuri. When Govindpuri, we went to a school where we met with children and also some families of those children who came and showed them the various hand washing stations that we have helped them create. And so they saw that, and so that was a wonderful event, and they were very, very impressed. And as you know that Pakistan is going through trouble, Save the Children there. Our activities have slowed down, so there could be a possibility of more investment coming from RB, which is going to Pakistan to India. So we need to continue to, and also there's another team that came from RB, about 40 of them.
Yeah, 43.
43 people came, and they were in a Haridwar school. And I saw some of those pictures. I don't know if that has been put up on Facebook. Have you put it up on Facebook? So some of you may have seen it. Their staff across the world, about 40 of them, they collected money to come to India. You know how much money they collected, individuals, together? Just imagine. I'm going to ask a finance guy, and since you're standing right in front of me, how much money did they make? Guess. Just a staff, 40 people. You already knew about it. So why didn't you say that you already? Okay. Can you imagine 40 people raising 2 crores? How many of us are here? You know what is a staff strength? 350 people. How many of you give to Save the Children? This is a challenge.
Have given or have
Do give on a continuous basis.
continuous basis.
Yes.
We give our time.
Continuing. We all give, we give time, we are also paid for the time that you give. But from what you have, how many of you give? Now, I'm urging, I'm exhorting, I'm challenging you to, because when we go out and ask people to give, I think it's good that we give ourselves. And if our donors staff, they also given, they have given, how much? They're given close to 50 crores as a company. Right? On top of that, their staff has collected and given us 2 crores. So those of you who want to give, and it's people like you who give, people who get similar amounts of money, also give on a continuing basis. And how much are we asking for? 300 or 500 rupees. You know, it makes you strong. It makes us strong when we go and ask for money. If they turn around and ask, how much have you given? And you say, yes, we give our time, but more than giving our time, I think it is a good discipline for us to be giving. So who should they contact if they have to? If they have the in Scott's absence? Who should? Aditi Mishra. Aditi, please send out a mail to all India staff and ask for money. Shamelessly. Yeah. I think it'll be a good idea. And also I just thought about it. I should talk about that. Okay, so that was RP. Then there was this dissemination of strategy that is well, the plan for the dissemination is coming together. You know that the strategy document is kind of ready. It is closed. The board endorsed this last month, and in the next couple of months, there will be SMT members going around. We'll have 2 or 3 sessions here itself, where we'll be disseminating the strategy to you, and with the SMT and the other leaders of the organization would travel to different states and meet up with our staff, as well as meet up with children, as well as meet up with many stakeholders, and we'll be disseminating the strategy. And Renu is coordinating all that. By the way, it's Renu's birthday today. If you want to wish him. Yeah, there's going to be a cake and all soon, I hope. And she's coordinating that. Um uh, the other thing which I really want to emphasize on at this point of time is about costs, is about cost rationalization. It's about uh, economic drives that we should be on, not just as an exercise towards the end of the month or towards the end of the year, but as an exercise which is continuing. We should have a lot of rigor uh, in controlling our costs. If we look around and see that a simple thing like a light that is unnecessarily on, an AC that is unnecessarily on, a taxi that we take, and many times I hear this, and this is the worst thing that I hear, and it irritates me no end. There is money in the grant, so spend it. I think we should look at money in the grant and in the URF, unrestricted fund. We should treat it with the same rigor. Only then, only that cost consciousness. For instance, let's say you got somebody to give you $1 million, uh, and you got stuck at 800,000. You got another 200,000 to spend. Very simple thing. And you said that with this $1 million, you had planned to reach out to, let's say, 5,000 families. And the 200,000 is still left after reaching 5,000 families. Why can't we? I mean, we should think ahead of time. Poor planning, maybe overestimating in the budget because we were too ambitious to get all that money. But instead of spending it in hotels, instead of spending it in taxis, instead of suddenly training programs coming from nowhere, why can't we increase our reach to another 2,000 families, another 200 families, another 500 families? I don't think any donor would question that. Will the donors question that?
No, we do it.
You do all the time. Yeah, so we should continue to do that
We can,
wherever we can. But then there is pressure on us to spend because it doesn't look good that if you return the money, and it looks even worse sometimes when we ask for this no-cost extension. No-cost extension for right things, I think we should. But I think I'm just re-emphasizing, reiterating, underlining the importance of the cost. It should get into our system. That whatever we do it the best efficient way possible. Efficiency should be driving us, and we should drive efficiency across. So it's extremely critical. I don't have any specific thing to say. You should cut down on this, cut down on that. But I think if that becomes a way of life, and we can save money, and perhaps instead of $1 million, maybe we should say that we will be the agency with half that money will do more impact than our competitors, if you will, competitors in quotes. Uh, why can't we do that? We don't have to spend all that money. It doesn't matter. If we can reach more people, nothing like it. We need all the money to reach more people. Uh, so I would like to uh, urge you uh, to put that together. Maybe administration, procurement, this is all extremely critical areas where you could save. Yes, you have a point. Just think of this.
Especially the point I want to make is the flights.
Okay, here is an example.
Out of 10 requests, be sure 9 requests comes at the niche of the time. We can plan our travel much efficiently.
That is a Japanese technology called JIT, just in time. Okay, it's a simple thing. If we plan ahead, we get better hotel rates, we get better flights, and if you don't change your tickets, we save money. So these are the issues. These are the things one need to take care. And of course, I keep talking about going by train wherever it is possible, feasible, and sensible. I'm not asking you to, go on a train and then spend more money on a hotel there. That doesn't make sense. We are all adults, and we don't have to tell you how to save money, but you know when it is being wrongly spent. So, but be ultra cautious about it. Anything else that were okay? All right. Uh, Okay, now I think I should talk about a couple of other things, which is from basically from my visits to uh, two different places in Jammu, which I've been there. I think about 2 3 weeks now. Uh, so what I saw was exciting, challenging, inspiring, all at the same time. First, we went to Sharif and I uh, and, Sanjeev, who is there. Uh, we went to the border area of Rajouri. And those of you who've been to border area, I don't know how many of you have been. That's one exciting thing, we get to go to this great location. So I'm saying great location because it's absolutely beautiful. That place is Rajouri. Uh, it's not as hot as Jammu, and when you go up to the hillside, it's so peaceful. Those people are so nice. The entire community was up there to meet me, and a few days before, the sarpanch of that village, the headman, and also the chairman of the Child Protection Committee of Save the Children, was killed uh, on he was caught in a crossfire. Actually, a child was hit by by a bullet or by a shell or whatever, and he went out to pull the child in, and he also got hit, and he died. And his son was in that group to meet me, and that was kind of heart wrenching uh, time. And we went across. We got special permission to go across the fence. And if you've been to these border areas, Pakistan never allowed us to put up a fence at the 0 point. They allowed us to put a fence little inside because there was constant shelling while they were trying to put the fence. So it's about about 20 kilometers actually in, but the air distance is only 2 kilometers. So if you go across to the fence, you're not entering Pakistan; it's still Indian area. And in that place, there are villages. They cannot get out of that place in the night. At 7 p.m., the gate closes. And if somebody is fallen ill, if there is a baby to be delivered, and if it is a difficult delivery, both the mother and both the baby, that neonate, are at risk because they just cannot come out to go to the hospital. And I'm told that one of our own girls, Asma. You know Asma? Asma. Is it pronounced as Asma? Asma. She got stuck there once, and then she couldn't sleep. She had to actually sit on a chair the whole night. Those are some of the stories that we hear, which are inspiring. Our people living in danger, because though this place looked peaceful, especially the last 3 months, the army engagement between India and Pakistan have been at a height, and things could go off any time. Not only that, children living in those villages will have to be careful about landmines. And I don't know how you can be careful about landmines when you don't know where the landmines are. Right? That is the situation, because the landmines the Indian Army put or the Pakistan put there in 1965, it is still there. And the strange thing about landmines, or interesting thing about landmines, is that they move. They move when there is a flood. They move when there is a landslide, and they don't know where. The kids could be going to the field, and then the mine goes off, and that has been the situation. And if you see some of the photographs that I've taken, I've been sitting with people who've been maimed, who lost their limbs, and they're lucky to have only lost their limbs, that they're not dead, and so they were there to see me. That's the situation we are there, and what do we do? And so I went and met the army chief who was handling that area, the commanding officer, and so Sharif had this wonderful idea. We would like to give an ambulance to them. In that area, because the area it is actually like this. It goes down like that, and then goes up like that, and then those mountains are beyond that is Pakistan, and they are all there. So if there is somebody sick, if there is an ambulance, they can bring them up, and then with a special arrangement with the army, if say the children can work it out, they open that gate and bring them out. And you know something? He readily agreed. That is possible, but it costs extra money. Where is the money? I don't have the money. And then he said, again, this is Sharif's idea. Sharif told them that let's in every school there, let's put a bunker. There are a couple of schools there, 2 or 3 schools. One bunker for the people. So when the fire starts happening, the children can go into the bunker. Today the schools close when that happened. So most marginalized children, that is our objective, our mission, to meet really the most deprived, and these are some of the most deprived children in conflict area, facing real danger, living there, and our people working with them. I think it's creditable, and that's when I get inspired. I get inspired to live another I don't know how many more years with Save the Children. I'll have to retire probably in the next 5 years, and I don't know whether I could have a life after that if I don't have such excitements and things to do after that. So I hope I will be able to say that, though many of you would like to see me go after 5 years. Anyway, the point is that we are doing exciting work. So what you are doing is to, when people talk about careers, it is important to have a career. People looking for growth, it is important to have that growth. But when you see these children, what we are doing, this is our mission. Where else will we go? That is a question that I keep asking myself. Where can I go from here? We are needed there, and the money is needed. And the next morning, we came back to Jammu at 12 in the night, and next morning out again at 7:30. There was this community called the Rohingyas. How many of you know of Rohingyas? Where are they from? Sorry? They are from Myanmar. Economists in their cover story about a couple of months back talked about them as the world's most hated people. Their origins, they themselves do not know, but many people say that they are from Bangladesh, settled there hundreds of years back. The Myanmar people, and Myanmar is mostly Buddhist, and the Buddhist monks kill them. The most supposedly the most peaceful people on earth. There is such hatred to this community, they kill them, and they're Muslims. And so recently, about 3-4 months back, that was happening more, and then they all fleeing from Myanmar, got onto vessels like exactly like the Syrian refugees, Syria, Eritrea, and all those refugees floating in the Mediterranean waters and trying to reach Italy, trying to reach Europe, and their boats capsized. And you know the famous story of that boy called Alien, Ilan, Alan. You saw the story, and the world community woke up seeing that picture of a 5-year-old, a less than 5-year-old baby lying, washed ashore, fallen from a vessel which capsized, got separated from the parents, drowned, died, washed ashore in in the Turkish shore, and the world community awoke, and Germany said, "Please come." And you know that the story of the number of refugees now going to Germany and other places. Rohingyas have no place to go. Do you think India government wants them as refugees here? They don't want them. And somehow these people have been living there for some time in Jammu. I can tell you honestly, I've been to slums in Delhi, the rubbish heaps of Mumbai. I've been to places in Africa, but I have never ever seen such a terrible plight of humans. I can say that cattle are kept in better places. This whole community was out to see me, and I said, I would like to come and see your houses. They said, please don't come. We are ashamed to take you inside. And we hear that, the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. What is Swachh Bharat Abhiyan all about, which our Prime Minister launched last year? What is it all about? Sorry?
Clean your city.
Cleaning, having a clean surroundings, environments, and toilets, right? And he said that we will build some 100 million toilets or something in India. And open defecation is one of the worst indicators of poverty. Open defecation. You know what? These Rohingyas didn't have a place to defecate openly, because the moment they go, about 1,000 families are living together, huddled together. Moment they go out to defecate, the neighbors there don't allow them to do. For a family of 1,000, for a population of 1,000 families, there are 2 tap points of water. 2 tap points. No electricity in this day and age in Jammu and Kashmir, in Jammu, city of Jammu. No electricity. They steal electricity from outside. Nobody gives them a job. We got a project just about to start with the UNHCR there, right? And Neha and Shreya, Sudeep and I went and met the UNHCR, the head of India, right? And they're giving us some money. And with that money, in the next 3 months, we can only reach the periphery of the problem for these people. We are building some few toilets there. That's all that we are doing, not more than that. But we would like to do more than that for this community. They are, as marginalization, deprivation goes, you can't find a worse community. And we should be there, because that is our mandate. And we need to work beyond 3 months. Beyond 3 months there. So where is the money? We need to have more money. Whether it is restricted or unrestricted, we need to reach out to these communities and make their lot better. And it is great to see people like Ainara, people like Firosha. I talked about Firosha last time, right? A girl whom I met in 2006. Now she is in college. She was a child domestic worker. We gave a few cameras to them in 2006 and said, and did a workshop for them. She went around on shooting of her surroundings and went on to go to college. And she's become a good photographer now. and she's asking for about 60,000 rupees more, only 60,000 rupees more to enhance her photo equipments. Where will that money come from? I would like to spend. Can Save the Children India staff collect their money and give? I'm just challenging you. We can do that, right? We should be able to do that. And stories not across. Now we are seeing the effect of work of our work, but through these case stories, through their testimonials. They would like to come and work with Save the Children. Half of Leh Ladakh area have been one way or the other been impacted. Their education system have been impacted by the work of Save the Children. So we are doing some excellent, great work. Our people are doing it sacrificially. People are doing it. People travel. Sharif had traveled about 13 hours. He woke up at 3 a.m. in the morning. With the time when I put a stop to it, I said, "You are stretching it too far. Please take a flight. Don't come by that vehicle. That road is not a safe road. Don't do that." That is why I said, when you're traveling, travel sensibly. We don't have to travel. I mean, one person, I wouldn't say who it is, came and told me that, after all, Save the Children has some image to keep up with. So we should travel comfortably. Somebody else said that, when we travel, we do have, there is also the UNICEF person traveling, so we can have a meeting with that person. I mean, these are ridiculous excuses that I hear when people say that we have to keep up or make an image. The only image that we should have is that image of that child suffering in the Rohingya community. That is the image that we should keep up, nothing else. So I would like to say that I was thoroughly moved to do something, and I still don't know how to do it. How can we alleviate the pain of that community? I know there are more communities like that in India, but probably this is the worst. Can we adopt Rohingyas as Save the Children? We find money for them, of course. We adopted something like that in Nehru Place, right? When we started work, and then more people started giving us money. Aviva came up with a large grant, and we graduated about 200 odd kids who came to Nehru Place every day to do some job or the other. They are in schools, or they have found their way out of that place. Similarly, communities like Rohingyas, out of conflict areas, I think we should be able to get more money and do that work. So let me stop. Let me stop there. And is there any questions? We'll come to the EGI a little later. But any questions? I know I've taken a little longer than usual. Yeah. Any questions? That silence.
I was just thinking,
Yes. Good.
regarding your visit,
Yeah.
children who are in so-called no man's land, why can't we rehabilitate them somewhere else? So that is the danger that they're facing.
That's what the army is also asking. When we went and said that we should help, very simple reason that has been their land. They lived off their land there for generations now. They don't want to go anywhere else.
They rather die than visit.
And the psychosocial problems of those small children, now young adults, even now, they wet their beds in the night. Anything that? Because they live in constant fear. And they don't want to go out, and they wet the beds. Can you imagine a 16-year-old, 17-year-old wetting beds in the night? That is a difficult situation that we have. Yes, the government is also trying to get them out, but nobody wants to go because there are two reasons. One, a lot of this government wanting to move them out, they move them out to. By the way, economically, they're not that deprived in one sense. Economically, they are far better than the Rohingyas, for instance. They got the money. They get they produce. They have agriculture and so on. There is money that is coming in. But if they're taken out of that place and the government gives a complete unproductive area and land, there is no money there. And two, many times the government saying things are only promises on paper. So they would rather stay there and live through that pain and difficulty rather than move out.
You are encouraging to work with the government and try to.
Yes, we should work with the government. That's why we, when I was there, I went immediately to meet the army guy, and he said that we'll do the bunkers, we'll do the ambulance, we'll support you. What more do you want us to do? Sometimes, we need to go and meet such people. And that army guy was, he was so happy that we went and met him. Maybe, he has not seen people from Delhi and all, and that man is from Delhi. So we were talking about Delhi stories, and he probably was looking for one of us to visit. And they want to help. If we want to help, we are genuine people. Nobody would say no. Yep.
Just wanted to add some more details on Oloyara.
Yes.
It's a really proud moment as pharmacy was
If you could
saying.
stand up and
Live.
stand on a chair and so that everybody
I
can
think,
see.
news that came in yesterday and day before, and it's been constantly flowing, that she along with the youth delegate has met the British Prime Minister and standing up for the rules and the rights of children. She was on a panel with Melinda Gates where EWEC was being heard, Every Woman, Every Child strategy was being launched. And of course, she has also been a part of other meetings that you already mentioned, but it's indeed a real proud moment to build on and really create more of such child champions as we go along.
Good.
So I
It's a
really
proud moment for us. One of our girls who has been benefited by our work and who has become a champion now for children, seated with the types of Melinda Gates and so on a panel at a global platform. Isn't that something to be proud of?
And was sitting inside the whole UNGA when Modi was also
Sitting inside the UNGA, listening to I had one such moment last year when I was invited to be one of the panel speakers at UNGA. Very proud moment, extremely proud moment for me. Those places when you go there and sit there, you really feel it. You really feel that sense of pride. So if Anuyara is getting that opportunity, that's wonderful. And Save the Children has created that opportunity for her and for many others more to come. We are doing our jobs well. Any other question? Wonderful. That's a great thing. Any other questions? No? None at all. All right. Okay, then I'm going to ask Shweta to come and and announce who is going to be the next. Okay, for those of you who are new, I know there are plenty of new people here because I'm going to have lunch with about 30 of people next week in 2 groups or 3 groups. That's a lot of lunch because there are so many new people joining, which is wonderful news. And then the other report of Garb Wapasi. Who are the new Garb Wapasi? Who are the new people? Huh? Amrita is back in Chennai. She went out to feel the waters outside and found that water's not that great. So she has come back. Mahima, DSPO, she is coming back? Or is that a confidential news? Only for my ears. It's not confidential. It is out in the open. It's in Times of India. Okay, so she is coming back. Isn't that good news?
Yes.
And last time we announced Ipshita, who's coming back. Ipshita from. She's already back. She's already back. Okay. And anybody trying to get out, please don't. You'll have to come back. Why unnecessarily shake the system and shake yourself if you go out and you have to come back? So stay on. That's a good idea. So Garb Wapasi is doing well, and we must do that as a project. Garb Wapasi project. Okay. So there are 30 new people whom I'm going to have lunch with. That's good news. We are about 350 people right now. Same time last year we were only 309. We are looking at those numbers, which means a lot of new projects are coming in. So we will introduce the new people soon after we announce. So I will start with saying for the new people, we have this award which has been instituted a couple of years back, or maybe more than a year now. Yeah, it's about a year, about close to 2 years. And the unique thing about this award, and it is named after our founder. What is the founder's name? Egi Eglantine Jebb. So we call this Egi Award. It is not given by the organization. It is given by the people internally. For instance, if I get the award, which I have not so far, nobody wants to give me an award, uh, and I have to then choose Hemlata as the next person to be given the award. And and then Hemlata will have to choose for the next month. Have you got an award yet? But anyway, I haven't. It has to come to me first to give to you. So it's not going to happen in a long time.
It is a promise at least. You will get the next week.
Yes, yes. But it's as I said, it's not going to come in a long time. So you will give to somebody else, and that it rotates like that. The only thing is that I've been telling people is that the tendency is to look close by and give somebody an award. Please do some research in that 1 month, all across our organization, see who has done a great job. And that is a responsibility of the person who gets the award to find out who the other person is. And we completely discourage, except for once when Natsan wanted to give that award to Dipali Nath, and I said no. And where is Dipali Nath? She is here. And Natsan said, I'm leaving if you don't give that award to Dipali. So finally we had to give it to Dipali. So yeah, so it'll be good if the award goes round. Okay, Shraddha is going to announce the award.
So I'm going to announce on behalf of Avinash. He's not here, and unfortunately we're not able to get in touch with the person also who is getting this award.
Normally we get them on phone. And by the way, it's a complete surprise. It's not a rigged surprise. Like you see in the Oscar and all, suddenly they think that they get to know it then and there. Yeah.
So Avinash has given this award to Mukul, and I'm just going to read out.
Okay, who is Mukul? Yeah.
He's the.
Read it.
So I would like to nominate Mr. Mukul Kumar, who's the Program Coordinator Bihar, for the next Egi Award. Mukul has joined Save the Children in the year 2013 in Bihar office. He has been instrumental behind positioning of Save the Children as a go-to organization when it comes to work in emergency response and disaster risk reduction work. He has played an active role with other stakeholders in making Bihar the first state engaged in serious dialogue on post-Sendai framework action and move towards state-level DRR roadmap for 2015 to 30. He is also part of the drafting committee who will develop a detailed DRR roadmap for the state. I have always found him a humble person who maintains a low profile but very active when it comes to working on the ground, particularly with children. He is always trusted when it comes to take on responsibilities and deliver on time. He is surely an asset to the organization. Wonderful work, Mukul, and I am delighted to award the Egi for August 2015 to you.
Yeah, Mukul and I last year from Bihar, I think we went to Gaya, and there's a bridge in between. No? Yes, there's a bridge in between. There's a Bihari here. I'm asking whether it is some other place that I'm getting confused for. And normally the distance is covered in about 2 hours or less than 2 hours. When we are coming back, we're stuck on that bridge for about 5 hours. 5 hours. And again, Gaya is one place where we work. Gaya has one of the worst neonatal mortalities in this country. Worst neonatal mortality. Neonates are the first 28 days, right? They lose a lot of children. So we have work going on there. And for those newcomers, the award looks something like this. Oh, looks like this on something. That's a Mukul Kumar video. Okay, we will be passing it on with a citation to Mukul. The new people, could you just introduce yourself and come this side? New people meaning people who have joined after the last TWT. Could you just come up here?
go attend.
Don't be afraid. Don't feel shy. Come here, this side of me. Because I would like to see all the 30 people. There's not 30 people. Others are working from home today. Okay, you missed last, so you're coming. Okay, yeah. So why don't you introduce yourself first to the rest of them?
Good morning, everyone. I'm Shivani Shah, and I've joined the RB team as the advocacy coordinator. And I'm also working closely with Sridhar on advocacy issues related to child survival.
Shivani Jha, advocacy coordinator for the RB project. And where were you before?
Prior to this, I have about 15 years of experience in the development sector. I've worked with agencies like CARE, Micronutrient Initiative, and Practical Action.
Good, welcome.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Kanchan Gupta, and I've joined as an MIS officer with Knowledge Management Group. And previously, I was working with the National Literacy Mission Authority. It's under the Ministry of HRD, and I was working as a consultant for monitoring and evaluation.
Louder, Kanchan Gupta. Kanchan Gupta. She has just joined in the MIS team, that is the KM team, the Pali's team. And before that, she was with the Ministry of HRD, with the National Literacy Mission. Good to have you with us.
Hi, I'm Kritika. I've joined Monty's team as program and advocacy coordinator officer. And I'm with Monty's. I've done internship with Save the Children Mumbai on the same project. And I just started in 2014. My journey started.
So you don't have many years behind you. Okay. So it's all been with Save the Children. Internship?
Yeah, I've started my first work also in partnership with Save the Children.
Good.
So since 2014, I'm in.
Good. Welcome.
Hi, good afternoon, everybody. This is Farrukh Shah, and I have
What?
joined.
Sorry. Your name?
My name is Farrukh Shah,
Farooq.
and I have joined as a research coordinator in knowledge management team. And previously, I was working with Bharati Foundation.
Bharati Foundation, Farooq Shah, and with the knowledge management team. And you seem to be getting many people. Sorry, can't hear.
Vacancies for so long.
Okay, vacancies for so long. Okay.
Hello everybody. My name is Ridhima. I have joined as M&E officer in KM team. And before this, I
So we've been waiting for you so long. So good to have you. Good to have you. Okay. All right. So that's it. And now the birthdays, isn't it? Okay, Shweta, where are you again? And Smita, where are you today? Vishal, sorry. You already introduced you.
Please tell us what Thomas hasn't told us.
Tell us something different.
Yeah, because I'm Vishal, and I joined on Thursday last. I think Thomas has mentioned more than he should have actually, but
No, I know a lot more.
So very happy to be here. I've met quite a few people around the office, and very lot of very high energy. I think both the floors have, and I would look forward to working with a lot of you, and of course with the R&D team. And thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good. What are your hobbies? They want to know what your hobbies are.
So I play golf, and my daughter finds me very boring. So I try and attempt to entertain her as much as I can, as often as I can. She's in bed. She laid up in bed for the last week or with a knee injury. So I spent some time with her yesterday in the first half, and it's always something new. You learn what you don't know when you're dealing with children. And I was yesterday informed that I don't know how to operate my phone well enough. So she wanted to look at some videos on that. So, but yeah, try and spend as much time as I can at home with the kids.
She's only 8 years, right?
She's 8 years.
Good. Thanks, Vishal. Where is Smita? Where is Smita? Why are you hiding there today? Okay. So, we don't have a cake, is it? Is that why? It hasn't come. Oh, it's come. So can you bring it?
Follow the birthdays. It's Siddhartha Pandey, Aarti Malik, Swati Sharma, Aditi Mishra, Renu.
Please come to the front. This side. And we are also getting chai, the real chai. You know, we've been having Nakli stuff, but this time we are ordering it from Chayos. Where is the cake? Now that is dangerous to have a cake with Vivian. And also the newcomers. Vishal, come this side. You also have to be part of that.
Are we supposed to just bake it?
Vishal, come to the front. You got to cut the cake.
It's a birthday cake.
Birthday plus newcomers. 1 second. No, 1 second. Now I have to get off to Huh? What's that? Vishal, don't feel shy. What about the others? The other newcomers? The other newcomers, please come to the front for your cake. Go ahead, start cutting the cake. Arey, sing happy birthday, I know the cake is too small for it's 350. Well, cost rationalization. Newcomers, please come. Have your cake and eat it too.